kind of hoping that it would be on that actual path, but it's not so.
I wonder when it does that attack. Is that like the halfway point?
I sure hope it's not just the halfway point, because I was kind of trying to still go with the assumption that when it goes into this second looking phase, that's the halfway point. But I'm trying to look like that might be earlier than the halfway point. He has a plan.
He has a plan. Story damage. Sir, what's your plan?
I don't know, but No, I did this hook finder. Now it can work.
I think it's because he's windy.
Yeah, when I shot it, it did not say unrestrainable. I don't know if I just timed it right when he started wind, or... Sushi, do your plan. Where is he?
I've got a plan. I'm gonna go to the tent, and then he can't hurt me. What? A question mark has appeared.
Ooh, what? What? Where?
Has appeared?
What's the question mark at this point?
Check me out, Ace.
M? Is he question mark?
Oh. The number one monster
What is it? Is an ogre? Like, what is...
Oh my god.
Oh, wait, no, that's a... I think that's a... Is that Stitching's an ogre?
It's not red.
No, but that's not a regular Ogre.
Hey, let the iron stuff do the talking. It's Wyvern riding time.
Yeah.
Two of them are riding.
Oh my, what the fuck?
Kitsushi and that Japanese player are both riding.
Yeah, it's a weird Zenogre.
Yeah, that's why I'm confused. That's not a regular Zenogre. I don't think that's a Stygian Zenogre. I don't know what that is. But it's a Zenogre.
It's shiny.
There's somehow a new Zenogre in this game that I didn't, to this day, I still don't know about.
Well, we probably don't fight it. It's probably like Itsushi's puppy or something.
That would be a first if they have a monster in some of the games that you don't ever get to hunt. So I still wish they would make it a monster in a Monster Hunter game, let you hunt the there was a monster that was the final boss of Monster Hunter Stories 2 that was really cool, and it's never been in a mainline game, and I want to hunt it. It was like a dragon moth. It was really cool. It was like an eldritch thing too. It was like an eldritch dragon moth, and I want to hunt that. It looked so cool. Instead, I just had to do a turn-based fight against it.
Apex Zenogre.
Oh, it's just an Apex Zenogre, okay. We fought pretty... Oh, you good?
Yep.
Listen up. Totally rad.
Get you to dick.
Time to hit him with all we got.
Tail came off at some point.
He's drinking some fashion. I think he's drinking his final hit. Like carpet.
It's coming for you!
Show us what you got, hunting buddy.
Kind of trying to carve it, so I'm worried what if you lose. But
Good. Good, good, good. I'm dead. Oh, I'm not dead. Excuse me.
Very kind of you.
Up with you. Every time I try to carve, you hit me with an attack, and if I wait, you don't hit me until I go to carve.
You're mine. Here it comes.
So when are you gonna die?
Not soon, he still doesn't have the low health.
Maybe we're just like too. We don't have good enough weapons for this.
Yeah, you can't get much better in the game at this point, in terms of weapons. Like, a lot of my weapons at this point are maxed out. The scary thought of what if the halfway point was when he summons as an ogre, but I don't want to even consider that.
Oh boy, here's. Okay.
Where are you? Whoa! What
is this?
going on? That was. I don't know what that was. I don't know how to dodge it next time, but okay.
Yeah, I don't. I tried to fire, but
I was just in its wind tunnel in the air.
yeah, me too.
Back home, eh?
Yes.
Can't let him down.
It looked kind of cool.
It's coming for you. I will protect Kimura.
Everyone's counting on us back home, he says.
You're a lifesaver.
Like bringing another monster.
Here it comes.
Can we bring that ogre back? It didn't die. Ah, Aku.
Well, better luck next time.
Ah, it's super frustrating.
Internet. Oh. Well, at least we got some materials. Amatsu.
Okay, so apparently it does say that half health is when it goes into that second form, where the music changes, the eyes glow, and the storm becomes harsher around it.
Okay.
I mean, this is just some random person on Reddit that says that that's at half health, so I don't know that for a fact.
There's a special quest for you.
Apparently it has 30% more health than Elytron, but that's people say that's irrelevant because it doesn't move as much as Elytron, so you can do damage quicker.
Ooh, I'm itching to get started.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to try it again or if you want to wait and just do other, because
I don't know.
there's another urgent. I think there's the Valstrax.
I don't have a Valstrax surgeon.
Oh, you don't have that?
No, I got Rathalos.
Oh, because you haven't hit, I think it's MR 70, that's, you're not at the cap yet. So you don't have the next story urgent.
Be sure to check the special
Okay.
Yeah, the Amatsu was the final monster they added in updates, so which is why it's the hardest monster in the game.
I pray that this calamity may soon
So
come
we
to an end.
probably shouldn't fight it. For a
I mean,
little
we
bit.
can. It's probably not any less doable. Like it's going to be hard either way, and it's probably doable, just as doable right now. But it's still, we don't have to hit our heads in that wall right now if we don't want to yet.
Yeah, especially because, like, if we can kill it...
If
Because
anyone
I'm
can
not
handle
maxed
this,
out yet.
it's you.
So if we can kill it faster later, that
Hey
will
there!
eliminate less potential of dying, you know?
Let's get
Yeah.
this big stuff then, shall we?
It'd also be nice if we got good part, like one of the ironically the longsword user was not the worst out of the two, but neither of them were like amazing.
Like, the, the, they, the problem is they just have to survive. And the only...
Yeah, I mean they also got to do damage
I'll bet
and
everything Master Hammond
Right.
taught
like
me to good use.
enough to
I
make
can
up for
swing
the fact
whatever
that it
you
had boosted health, and I can't tell if they were doing that. That's one of those times that I kind of do wish that you could see how much each player is contributing.
Yeah.
I get why they don't show that, but like it'd be kind of nice if they did,
Strike
because
while
it's
the
hard
iron's
to know
hot.
if a player's just like it's not even in a are
I'm
they
itching to
bad,
get
but are they
started.
like maybe they're not doing enough damage because they're not ready for the fight. Alternatively, are they bad, I guess. But I don't necessarily like to think that I'm necessarily the pro at this game, despite I guess I have a lot of experience with the series, but
You're a pro because you don't die every 2 seconds.
again, I have experience with the series.
That's the main thing.
Not to be an old man, but back in my day they were harder, so if anything I've gotten to relax comparatively. Uh
I just, what the heck does coalescence do?
what is that?
It's a skill.
I want armor set?
Niflheim.
Oh,
Niflheim.
ZK at a Kormagala. That's after you recover from a blight or a status problem, you have boosted attack power.
Oh.
And elemental attack power and status buildup. Every time you require from a status problem. It's on that one because that armor set has Bloodlust, which gives you... Is that the one that gives you the... I think that's one that gives you the Frenzy Virus. Yeah, it gives you Frenzy Virus. Every so often. And so if you manage to do enough damage to break the virus, then you have more boosts to your stuff. I mean, it's a good armor combo if you can deal with being frenzied regularly.
I don't think I have that armor set though. Wait, it only comes with the set.
I mean, some of the pieces will have that skill. The skill that gives you the frenzy virus is Bloodlust. Coalescence otherwise is probably not that good unless you're just getting status a lot.
I've got 1 level of Bloodlust.
Oh, well, okay, well, Bloodlust is going to be giving you the Frenzy Virus every so often.
Bring on the hard stuff. Ain't nothing I can't forge. Seeing
Alright,
my
we'll see
customers
how
smile
this
is the main
works.
reason I've been banging away at the smithing stuff for so long.
If not, I'll do this one.
Okay, good luck.
It's a fire guy, right?
He's
Like
weak
we're-
to fire, if that's
yeah.
what... Yeah, he's weak to fire. It's
Got it.
the Ice Rabbit.
Time for a rest. That'll do.
Yeah, my coworker, that's the one that's gonna be having surgery, just also got HelloFresh, and he was like kind of excited about it and wanted to like know what recipes like are good and stuff.
Go get help. Excuse me?
There's some on the HelloFresh that I don't like. Any of the ones with meatballs, I hate.
You hate to eat or hate to cook?
Eat. I
Or
don't
both?
cook them.
Ah, I like to eat the ones with meatballs, but meatballs are a lot of work
Nice.
comparatively.
They always have a sauce that I don't like on every single one of the meatball ones.
Weird. Yeah, I don't love also making meatballs because I don't like getting my hands like messy with stuff. I didn't even like that as a like it drove my parents crazy because I wouldn't play with anything if my hands got messy from it. But I don't like meatballs that I have to form them with my hands. I guess theoretically I could buy gloves for it, but
I'm not the biggest like messy hands person either. It depends, but there's about a 50% chance I'll eat pizza with a fork.
I mean, it's extra don't like it when it's raw meat that I'm touching because it just like I feel like paranoid I'm gonna touch stuff and like, but like that's usually when cooking with meat I have to at some point touch it.
Yeah, an owner of a as an owner of a turtle that I touch, which turtles have the highest concentration of salmonella. I'm not too worried about the disease. I'm pretty used to sanitizing myself and being aware of what I'm touching.
Yeah, I mean I think I'm more cautious than I need to be. When I'm cooking raw meat, if I'm using like a spatula or something, when it starts to get kind of cooked, I wash the spatula once so it's not touched raw meat to touch the cooked meat, which is probably excessive, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm weird about stuff like that. I get a little paranoid at giving myself food poisoning or crap. So not that I'd know. I don't think I'd ever be able to tell I got food poisoning. I'd just be like, oh, my body hated something.
No, you know it's not just fucking one day.
There.
If you get salmonella or E. coli, it can last like more than one day for sure. Like my buddy had salmonella and it lasted like about a week.
Yeah.
Tiny Human got salmonella and she was kind of feeling poopy for a couple days. You gotta wash your hands off after touching the turtle. So I really drill it into Tiny Human. I'm like, look, if you, like, touch...
I,
What was that?
I wash my hands if, like, the dog licks me or something. I'm like, I don't...
I don't go that far, but like the turtles, yeah, the turtle you just like look, if you touch the turtle's cage, if you touch one of the tools that we use to clean out the turtle's cage, I don't even care if it's the handle, you wash your hands.
Yeah, like I said, I'm probably overly cautious, but I'd rather be overly cautious than not cautious enough.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt. It wastes
Yeah.
it potentially wastes time, but like, again, the argument is you're gonna be wasting a lot of time being sick, so.
Yeah,
Sweet.
and I mean,
Hurt too much.
the amount of caution I take with how much I like wash my hands and stuff, I feel is part of the reason that I get sick so little, and that like even having when my roommate had COVID the first time, managing to dodge it, I think me being over sanitary at least doesn't hurt, and it might help in how much how little I get sick. So.
I got a frenzy virus.
Alright, yeah. And just hit it till it goes away.
Skill coalescence is activated.
It's coming for you.
I had a spare Switch voucher for a game, so I got that Peach game with it.
Nice. Is it fun?
It's pretty fun. I'm beaten 2 bosses in it so far. It's at all times either ridiculously easy or really hard. Usually ridiculously easy, except for like the bonus challenges. But currently my only 2 real like issues with it. One is that you can't skip any most of like the kind of cutscenes but not cutscenes, which sucks because you need to sometimes replay stages to try to get things you missed, and it's very easy to miss something because you can't go back a screen really. Because every screen's like a stage set. Because
Right.
yeah, it's like it's a play. And so once you go to the next set, you can't go to the previous set. And so if you miss something, there's a lot of rewatching stuff, which sucks. And then the other part is I kind of feel like the frame rate and the like graphics are noticeably worse than even like the average like first party Nintendo game. The frame rate's probably the same, it's probably 30 FPS. But like the fact that about half of the different powers or whatever are kind of like simple action games make it noticeable about the frame rate being 30 FPS. I'm usually not even somebody that notices frame rate things like that much, but this is like one of the rare times I have, and I'm just like, visually I feel like this game, like, considering a lot of the game is about its presentation, like I feel like it could have been a little better. But like, I mean, Xenoblade cutscenes look great. Like, Switch can look great.
Yeah.
But these cutscenes, I feel like I've seen better looking cutscenes on Wii games before it was HD and stuff. So. But the gameplay is fun. It's not like a game of the year thing, but it's like I think it was a decent use of my voucher that would expire in like May or June anyways, and there's nothing else I was going to use it on.
They expire. That's such shit.
They expire a year after you get them. But you just get 2 at a time, so if you get the 2 games in a year, it's usually fine. It's just a lot of the games I've gotten in the past 6 months, I mainly went physical because, like, I wanted Super Mario RPG, I wanted that physical. I wanted Persona Tactica physical. Like, I like to get my RPGs physical because I'm not going to be swapping in and out of them much. I'm going to play it through and then I'm going to have them sit on my shelf. Unless I ever want to replay. So.
Here comes the pit. Here it comes.
But this was a game I didn't want to pay 64, and I'm kind of glad I did pay 64. I think it's fine. It's 50.
It's got its eyes on you.
I have a feeling nobody else is going to join this quest.
They don't want to fight Bunny.
At this point in time, with the smaller number of people that are playing this game, a monster like this, probably not. People just solo. Plus, like, the stuff you get for anomaly hunts, you don't need to fight specific monsters. So if people are trying to grind for something, I don't know if they'd pick Lagombi.
Yeah.
I like fighting Lagombi because it's the first monster I ever fought in the franchise. Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate demo. That was the easy monster, was Lagombi.
I don't know what my first one was because I played 3 Ultimate first for like barely any time. So I don't even know like if I got into a fight, like I barely understood the game.
Yeah, I got the demo for 3 Ultimate and did not like it. And my one best friend at the time that was giving me wanted me to get into the series was like, no, get it anyways. The demos are really bad at the like making them. Demos aren't a good sell for them. I was like, okay, and I ended up trusting him and got both the Wii U and the 3DS versions. So I was glad I got both.
You're my best pal.
Because you could transfer back and forth. Plus, my friend at the time actually couldn't afford the game anyway, so we were able to do co-op because I had 2 versions. But yeah, the demo had this and one other monster. I don't remember. Oh, maybe Bracteos. I'm not sure though. And it was really bad because Monster Hunter demos like don't teach you how to play the game. I tell people nowadays Monster Hunter demos are for the Monster Hunter fans. They're not for new players.
Yeah. You wanna like figure out if you're gonna like Monster Hunter. You gotta like just watch somebody play it for a while. Like
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky because part of the appeal of Monster Hunter is the gameplay loop of fighting the monster to get the gear to make equipment to fight more monster. And you can't really capture that in a demo. You just put in fights, and fights out of context without crafting armor or kind of deciding, oh, I want this piece, learning about your gear as you go. Just a fight out of context doesn't work for Monster Hunter because it's not like just a fighting game. Like, I guess the ideal situation is if you know somebody who plays it and they can like lend you a copy of a game, even if it's a physical game. I think if I was Capcom, what I would do is I would make the demos like maybe all of the 1-star quests and your data will transfer over.
yeah.
A lot of RPGs do the like 5 to 10 hour demos, and then you transfer the data and continue. And I think that works well for games like that, where they're long games with some level of investment. Because then if the player likes it, that's really gonna hook them, and they're gonna want to continue with their data.
And like the first start quests are that big of a deal to like have, because this game's so grindy.
Yeah. And it's better than the 1-star quests in like Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, where none of them I think were even any fights. They were all just gathering materials.
Yeah.
I remember Zero Punctuation did a review of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, and like halfway into the review he admitted that he never even actually got to the point where he fought a monster because he spent hours and got bored of getting materials. So I was like, okay, I don't think you should be doing a review then, because he didn't actually play the game, but that is a fault of the game, sure. So that, to me, that's like reviewing a 100-hour RPG, playing 5 hours where it's still just doing tutorial stuff and story, and then being like, I'm going to do a review based on that. It's like, I mean, yeah, if you don't like that it was slow, you don't like that it was slow, but you can't review that.
It's a bit, yeah, it's still valuable.
Yeah. And I am glad they dropped that, because they had that, I think, before Ultimate as well, and after before Ultimate I was like, I don't know how long I can go with this series. If every time I get a new one I'm gonna have to spend 5 hours before I can even fight anything. So now they don't do that anymore, at least. Oh. Bad on me. Yeah, that won't work. Poison me again.
And like this, pretty much since World, this game has been great for beginners, obviously. More and more people are into it.
Yeah, I'm glad that it's more beginner friendly. I wish that the end game was a little more challenging, but a little less grindy.
Yeah.
It's especially annoying that like the best weapons and armor obviously come from like the last few monsters, but then like why are you grinding them for? What are you gonna use them for? So that's just kind of
I mean, it
a
does,
loop
like,
has to end somewhere.
like, if you are fighting this monster and you struggle with them and they drop their materials, you can potentially build their armor so you can actually beat them though.
You're in for it now.
Right.
Yeah, the odds of you getting the rarer drops you need though from that, you'd have to fight them a lot.
Yeah, you wouldn't get the full armor set, but some of them don't require the super rare ones.
I think maybe what I would do is have a handful of monsters at the end, the hardest ones, that just give cosmetic stuff, and have the best armor, like, the group monsters below that. And so you're trying to get the best armor just to beat the hard ones, and the hard ones are straight up unlock cosmetics. I don't know. There's ways they could fix the end game, but, like, at least the game's approachable.
Yeah, and adding these, like, the, like, Kobe stuff that was in the last game, like the rampages in this game where you had to, like, grind them. If you wanted these, like, special, like, gems or whatever.
The Colvey stuff I don't think was executed well. The rampages in this I think were a fun little diversion.
Yeah, but, like, you had to get, if you wanted to upgrade the rampage weapon, you had to, like, grind the fuck out of those.
Fair, but the rampage weapons unfortunately kind of suck. So they're customizable, which is kind of cool, but they realistically you can get better weapons for anything else. Just that you can customize that one. Either way, I kind of wonder how, since Wild is going to be open world, how that's going to implement things, because they can, as much as I tend not to be huge in open world, I think Monster Hunter actually could really work with open world.
I don't think they're going to be like the same open world format like other games. It's just going to be a big map.
Probably not, but I mean, I don't know. Like, if they had it so you, rather than go to Central Hub, you could like kind of set up a base and craft stuff there and stuff, get materials. I think that could kind of be cool.
I think so too. I think there should still be a hub though.
Yeah.
You don't have to set shit up, but you just like set up base camp wherever you feel like it. That was what
You know,
that one game
yeah.
did. I don't even remember, like Wild Hunt or whatever the fuck that was called. That
Wild Heart?
yeah, we barely played. We did that too, where you could like set up a base for it and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it was an open world map, that kind of works with making a base wherever. Especially like if you know you're going to be grinding certain monsters, try to set the base up near those.
Yeah.
Be able to like automate like something to craft like ammo or something for if you're using a gun. You don't have to worry as much about manually crafting stuff. Like at least later game. I'm curious where they're gonna go with it.
I mainly hope that the two main things that I hope is that you actually fight. I guess, well, for the trailers, you fight like, you have like weather effects and shit like that that can happen that fuck shit up. Like environmental effects that are big.
Maybe. It was hard to tell what was any of that gameplay? I don't remember.
Yeah, they were running from a couple of the monsters for gameplay, I think. Like, well, not a couple. It was like they're running away from a sandstorm that a couple of monsters were running away from.
So
And
I
then,
could
like,
see that sandstorm also just being from an elder dragon. Like,
but and then they were like fighting in the sandstorm and stuff too. So
well, actually, that would be cool if like you had like elder dragons on that could spawn just on the map, and they do stuff like that, like a massive sandstorm. And so you know, like at the center of the sandstorm, there's an elder dragon that you may not be ready yet to take, but
yeah, that's kind of what I think is they're gonna do though. Is like, because the logo has like their like symbol thing behind their logo has like 6 different circular regions.
I mean, if they do that and like have like elder dragons and powerful stuff like that on the map right at the start, that you could try to challenge. I know people who absolutely would just like early game just try to cheese the game by trying to force a fight with that and get weapons and armor they shouldn't have yet.
Yeah.
So like that's. I also don't have a problem with that being a thing players can do if they're good at the game.
That's what I think is gonna happen too, because like I think that there's gonna be, you know, each region has gonna have their like elder dragon that's fucking up the environment or whatever. Not necessarily the same reason, but
It's coming for you! Coming for you! Don't give up! Hang in there! Oh, don't
fucking
worry about
I didn't even notice other people got here. Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna boot you,
Oh.
even though he's almost dead. I'm gonna fucking boot you because you're like,
wow.
he doesn't deserve like
When did they get here?
like within the last 5 minutes.
Okay, that's fair. Like, if you just came in and the thing's almost dead and then you die, that is kind of...
He's been fighting like that. He specifically got here in the last minute. Like he was right as this guy entered the cave. He started fighting.
And the funny thing is also he wasn't going to hardly get any rewards anyways because he came so late.
See you again soon!
If you're that like,
I'll put this to
if your armor's that bad where you just die on a Lagombi within a minute, fuck off.
That's my knee.
He's got that stupid DLC dog.
I'll take this. Thank you.
Amazing. He's got a cute like
Uh,
schoolgirl skirt or whatever. Oh.
Hear it?
Very cute. Nice.
Yeah.
It's cute. Very cute.
And I've been trying to decide what I'm going to do after I finish with reload of what I want to do and with that. And I might, though, do Final Fantasy VII Remake, just because
Oh.
Rebirth everybody's been doing, and I'm not getting Rebirth until it comes to Steam anyways, but... I don't know, I'll decide, because I also have to go back to Yakuza 7,
Oh, you should
or
do
like a
that.
Dragon 7. I'm like 3 or 4 chapters into it, so like... I need to go back. I just was trying to do it before Persona came out, and then Persona came out, and I got to the point where like a lot of mini games opened up, and I started to get kind of overwhelmed with like the kart racing. And there's so many different mini games. I was like, oh god, it's a lot to keep track
Oh,
of.
I'm itching to get started.
Oh.
I think it's one of those games I have to get into my mindset that I might not 100% it.
Yeah, I'm.
Because then I made the mistake of at like one point with that game at like
Bye now.
3 in the morning trying to start the shogi minigame without knowing how shogi works and trying to learn shogi at like 3 a.m. and I was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done. Why am I trying to understand shogi at 3 a.m.?
Yeah.
I had no idea how complicated it was.
What's this guy weak to? Electricity.
Electricity?
I don't know. I was asking.
Oh, he's weak to, yeah, and paralysis and blast. But yeah, I wanted to do the shogi because there was music locked behind it that I wanted. Because they have like a lot of music from other Sega games that you can unlock in the game. And there was one from a very obscure DS game called Field of Magic XYXX. And I got excited when I saw the music was unlockable through the shogi minigame, and I was like, oh, great. It was one of my first DS games, because it was a launch game on the DS.
Good to go.
I don't think I've heard of that one.
It had a sequel called The Rub Rabbits, and I think that's what the series was called in Japan. It was like a collection of mini games, and everybody, but it has like a story. Everybody's silhouettes in it, and you have to like woo a girl in it, but of course she's a silhouette too.
Oh, I've
And
seen that
there's
game.
like, yeah, there's like weird mini games like try to hold her hand by touching where her hand is as she walks, and it goes back and forth. And like one point there's like a CPR mini game where you have to save her because she was drowning, and you have to like tap on her chest at the right rhythm and then like breathe into the DS microphone.
Yeah,
It was like a even quirkier, slightly more mature WarioWare game. That's how I would describe it.
yeah, definitely seen the cover. I didn't realize there's the XYXX underneath the title there in tiny little letters.
Yeah, it's a very very awkward name too, especially given I was I was probably in late middle school when that came out, so that was like an awkward thing to like
Nice.
get when my parents were like still aware of all the games I was getting.
Mm.
But like it was only like I think it was T, if that, the rating.
It was T.
Yeah. I was probably about 13. So like it wasn't like I was out of the like I was it wasn't like I was getting an M-rated game, which my parents would not have let me at that point in time. But it was also a game that I ended up not feeling super comfortable playing in public places. So
Yeah.
2DS games I did not like to play in public places. That and Bomberman DS, because that game used the microphone. So the way that you laid a bomb in that Bomberman game was you had to shout "bomb" into the microphone. And I was like, this is
No.
not something I want to shout in a
What
public
the fuck?
place. Did you think this through?
Sweet.
Who the fuck designed that? That's so bad.
Was that one No, it was Hudson, I think, still had it. I think it was Hudson. Yeah, I was enjoying Like a Dragon 7, and I want to go back because I want to be able to play other games in the series too.
Man, I'm itching to play Lost Judgment. That's why I really want to get done with Zelda.
Yeah, I mean, you've some commitment doing all the Koroks. I never could.
I did in the last game. Granted, I did it when I um broke up with my girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so I was, what else did I have to do?
Oh, I missed that being rideable. Cool.
But like, I'm over halfway for the Koroks. The harder part is the fucking armor.
Yeah, and that's the other thing I couldn't do, and that I'm a little more annoyed about because like the Korok seem like a thing that's really just should be for completion. I feel like the armor should be a little easier to max out
Yeah, yep, I agree.
because like in a lot of Zelda-like games, I would want to get all the armor upgrades, but that involves just a lot of grinding and
Thanks, buddy.
if they do, well, I mean they probably will, but assuming they do go with open world for the next Zelda, I would at least hope they don't make it so grindy to like get all like stuff like that.
Yeah, like the amount of rupees it takes is just so much, and it's so hard to get rupees. It's
Yeah,
over 100,000 rupees to upgrade all your armor and buy it. 100,000.
almost how many rubies I need in the Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask randomizer.
Why?
I mean, I'm just guessing. I don't know how many I need, but it's insane because I picked randomized stuff in shops and randomized prices, but I did pick the option that the prices prefer lower, prioritize lower prices, and I don't feel like that worked because most things are above 500 rubies. Quite a decent number, like a handful are above 1,000. I'm like, what the heck?
How is it over 1,000?
The randomizer has an option to put in 2 more wallet upgrades, one that increases your limit to 999, and one that increases it to 9,999. And I didn't think the prices would go that high, especially when I said to like prioritize lower prices. But the amount of things that I haven't found a single thing that I could have afforded when my wallet started at 99 rupees. There's been nothing that's been double digits. And I really regret doing that option because I didn't think I'd be having to grind for rubies so much. I've had to have like on stream like 10-15 minutes at a time sometimes with me just grinding the easiest to get red ruby in Ocarina of Time. But yeah, I don't feel like money grinding in Zelda ever has felt good in a single entry, and I wish that the open world one didn't really have that as a thing. Because it was kind of interesting when they introduced Breath of the Wild and they were like, you can't find money in grass in this Zelda game. That was interesting, but I didn't think they would expect me to get so many rubies. Like.
Yeah, exactly.
Now's my chance. Control now.
At least, like, at least in this game, you don't, like, have to have wallet bullshit. I don't know when the wallet maxes out in this game, but it's not. definitely less than 100,000. Uh-oh. Am I gonna die? It's like,
Clean up.
I've got 62,000 rupees right now.
I mean, in older Zelda games, I don't mind wall upgrades because the economy isn't so ridiculous that like the wall upgrades mainly exist to make it so some things in the game you can't buy until you get a bigger wallet,
Yeah.
and it's more of a progression thing, and I'm fine with that. Though also in something like Ocarina of Time, you don't really need rubies that much. Honestly, the only time in vanilla Ocarina of Time that I spend rubies are do minigames. In theory, if you lose your shield, you can buy a new one, but that's not usually an issue. And same with tunics. So.
Like, I don't even know how much it would cost extra to max out buying all the house upgrades. Or pieces, not really upgrades, but...
Yeah, that really disappointed me how expensive that was, because when I finally unlocked that, I was like, I can't even afford any of this. So look, I like grind for money. I get houses are expensive, but this is fiction, and I'm also like the hero of the world. Like, I have a break.
And this is a video game. I don't want to be reminded how much houses cost.
If I wanted to be reminded how much houses cost in a video game, I'd play Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Just be in debt like real life. Seen people posting a lot about Animal Crossing lately for some reason. Everybody's talking again about how upset they are that New Horizons stopped getting updates and didn't have as much content.
Yeah, that's a little disappointing.
Yeah. I'm unfortunately seeing a similar discourse to some people in the Zelda community, because like there's people that are being like saying how they missed when Animal Crossing wasn't all the do-it-yourself craft stuff that they added in, and actually it was like you're collecting stuff rather than making stuff. And then other people are like, yeah, but this version of Animal Crossing sold more copies than every other entry combined, so they're probably going to do this going forward. And those people are like, yeah, that thanks, because that it did well that way. Nah, that's just how it works. That's how it worked with Fire Emblem. So it's kind of working with Zelda. Kind of just how the video game industry works, and why we have so many like big open world games now. Those and a lot of cinematic games. I often don't feel like I'm one to talk with cinematic games because I really like the God of War games.
God of War is nice, but to me it's not
Thanks, buddy.
how cinematic it is necessarily. I think that's a cool
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, I liked this guy. Out of the original God of War, the only one I played was the third one, and I liked these ones, the more recent ones, more. So yeah, it isn't necessarily because of the cinematics, but I do think it is a very pretty game with some nice story cutscenes and battles that are a little cinematic at times. But like, I like the sense of epicness in the battles that adds. But I haven't done the DLC yet. Did you ever finish the Pikmin 4?
No. I need to get... It's mainly because like my headset is like fucked. My second... Both of the wireless parts of my headset are fucked. So I have both the screens at the same time. I just haven't set that up quite yet.
So do you think you were gonna go back to it eventually then?
Yeah, I want to.
Okay. Yeah, I have to get a new pair of headphones. Cause I have like a pair of decent headphones and then my headset's separate, because when I stream and stuff I use my headphones with like a better microphone. But then my headset is what I use when I'm not streaming. But my headphones, even though they aren't that old, they're like a little over a year old. Somehow the plug got bent. Huh?
Oh, I was low health and getting chomped.
Oh.
So like the cable got bent?
The little metal bit that goes into the hole.
Oh.
I don't know how it terms, but
The male connectors.
yeah, that, I guess, the male connector. It got bent, and I managed to bend it back into shape, but I have to, like, it's very finicky. Like, if I'll move a little, it moves a bit, then sometimes I can only hear out of one ear, or not at all. And I just need to get a new one. I don't know how that happened. I'm kind of annoyed because they weren't like a super nice. I got them as a gift, a Christmas gift. I'm guessing they were probably like around like maybe $50 headphones. Like that, like I've had nicer ones, but they're also not like the cheapest ones out there.
My problem is like my headphones are like, they have a separate wireless thing that I bought to make them wireless. With wireless Bluetooth receivers. And one of them just kind of stopped working.
Yeah.
I bought a new one, but like getting them synced sucks because when you try to sync them and they live so close to other people and tons of other devices, it tends to like pair with random shit. And I don't know what they pair with because they don't have screens.
Yeah.
So I have to take them and put them in the microwave. Not turn the microwave on. It's like,
I was gonna assume that not turn them on, but
yeah, because the microwave will block outside Bluetooth waves pretty well. Since Bluetooth is microwave.
the only Bluetooth things I have that I really use are, I have a mouse and keyboard that I got for my Steam Deck for when I'm doing stuff in the desktop mode. As long as I keep them paired, it's usually fine at least. I don't have to worry about anything.
Every once in a while they like run out of battery and then they'll like the receiver or whatever, they'll automatically use pairing mode basically. They'll be like, oh, where's the thing? Just fucking connect to whatever.
Yeah. I mean, actually, I guess my Steam Deck and computer obviously Bluetooth to each other. Because it tries to, every time I turn one on and play a game, it's like, do you want to play on that screen instead? And almost always, no. If I wanted to play on that screen, I'd be playing on that device.
That's not Bluetooth, though. That's over Wi-Fi.
Is that Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I don't know how that works. Because TV can do it too. Smart TV. But
That's over Wi-Fi too, like if your phone is connected to your smart TV.
not my phone, my computer. I didn't think we had Wi-Fi connected to our TV, but maybe we do. My computer and my Steam Deck. So the Steam Deck thinks it can, but then doesn't.
I'm not putting up with people's shit.
Bye, Luna.
You can't. Like, if I'm like, I'm not the best player, but like, if I can survive against a fucking Tetranodon, like spicy Tetranodon, and not die,
That's a spicy turtle.
yeah,
Frog. I don't know, platypus.
he's like extra fizzy, carbonated Tetranodon.
Guess that's spicy water.
Yep. Yeah, the only other like wireless kind of display technology that I know of is called wide-eye, and it's very like proprietary to Intel. I think it's an open source thing, but the problem is it like I'm not sure if it even goes over network or if it's its own protocol. But there's no way in heck any of your devices like are doing Intel wide-eye specific exclusive protocol, because that's
Yeah. I did at one point try to see if I could stream from my Stream Deck to my television without the dock that costs extra. But the only loop I could find was if I streamed it to my computer and then streamed my computer to the TV, which I could, but then there was a notable lag, and I was like, this is not working.
it's gonna be real bad, the lag.
Yeah, there was like a solid, like, close to a second probably, like, delay, and I was like, this is, yeah, I can't do any games like this. Already, going from my computer to my TV isn't the best. And no, going from computer to TV is okay. There's actually more of the lag coming from when it goes from Steam Deck to the computer, now that I think about it.
Yeah, and there's not even that much lag for that, too. Like,
There was enough lag that it was irritating. At least for mine.
Well, I guess I've played a bit of games with, because I've got the Steam Link, right?
Yeah, that's what it was through. It's their Steam Link.
Yeah, I've got the like specific Steam Link box that all it does is connect to your computer that runs Steam. And I've got that downstairs, the entire opposite of the house from the computer, and it's not too bad there.
Yeah, when it was my Steam Deck connecting over Steam Link to my computer, it was, there was some lag. Which I didn't even want to deal with, seeing if there was a way I could, if there was something that was going on that was making it, because I was like, I could just play off my computer now. Like, it's not like my Steam Deck's more powerful than my computer. So
Sweet.
That fucking aloe guy came in and died in a minute. Like, again.
oh, was that not the person that had been here for a while?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, I thought they were there before the other person.
Maybe they were, but I'm not having it.
Do you want me to put a trap down and capture it, or
Yeah, probably.
like I mean I think me and you can take it, but I guess I don't know anything about
Yeah, I would just
this
capture
other
it.
player.
Oh, welcome, dual blade player.
What the heck? Why are you not capping? Okay, well I used 4 tranks on it and it was in the trap. I don't know what that was about.
I saw you do it too. And it's blue.
I'll try the other trap. I think there is a very tiny window where it goes blue, but it's not can't be captured yet. Oh. Oh, maybe you just can't capture. Have we ever captured the we just can't capture the infected ones, the whatever this is called.
Anomaly.
Yeah, the COVID ones.
Pokérus.
Pokérus is a outright just beneficial
Easy peasy.
Well,
illness.
All
that's
done.
what this is, kind of.
Nothing personal.
I
Right
guess
now.
it's implied this does kill them. I think it's meant to be implied this is kind of closer to like, I don't know, rabies or something where they get more aggressive before they die.
Yeah. But they also, like, they're not just more aggressive. These guys hurt harder, and
That's why I said kinda like.
yeah.
I think it's still implied that they will die soon of the disease.
You should just shoot chemical darts at them. Just put them out of their misery.
I was reading about rabies
I did
like the
it.
other day in a
Ugh.
random rabbit hole, mainly about like how it is in people. 'Cause I was kind of curious
Mm.
because I found out that one of the symptoms is hydrophobia, which I didn't know was a thing. And I
Yeah.
was like, oh, that's interesting and also terrifying because there's not really by the time you show symptoms, you're already dead.
It's so crazy how that can affect you like that.
Yeah, it's the diseases that affect behavior that are like wildest to me because I'm like something can like take my control away from how I act and feel. I mean, yeah, obviously, but like it's still
Yeah.
that's probably one of the scariest ideas for me in terms of illness is losing who I am.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if they like lose memories and stuff. That scares the shit out of me. Alright, we're gonna switch games, like, immediately. So,
That's fair.
since we went way over.
Okay.
Alright, I'll see you in chat.
See you in chat.
Alright, we're Bourbon for Pokemon. I'm back. Sorry, I had to help Heather get her hair unstuck from an earring. Pokemon's downstairs. I mean, Pickle Rick? Fuck that guy. Ready for link code? Alright, well, I gotta go. Unfortunately, I have to go grab the game. It's downstairs. But I'll be back. It'll be really quick. Can you play it remotely with Switch Link? No. Switch Link is in a different game. Switch Link is in Zelda. Tears of the Kingdom. And you can't play that remotely. I did it. Alright. Yeah. So we got 3 new Cresties today. One of them is a charcoal. And it was actually really cheap for him. I also have an orange. And we named him Onyx. Oops. Wrong buttons. I don't know the spelling. Heather technically named it. If I had to guess, it's the rock, which is actually which one? Is the Pokemon Y? They both look right, that's the problem. Your code. Oh, the Pokemon's the I, for fuck's sake. I feel like Ys are more exotic, and Pokemon usually has the more exotic spellings of stuff. Oh my god, work though. Work today is like... Not today, this week. The IT department I know I talked about the IT department already, but I took the matters into my own hands and I re-imaged my computer, so it's almost up and running again. Oh, yeah. That's true, that would have been funnier. This is not a comedy stream though, this is serious business. Did some Pokemon home transfer. Well, how many Pokemon do you have left? I've got 22. Well, we need 200. There's more than 242. Oh my god. You need to help me out then. I did not I didn't know we were gonna do that. I already had that. Fuck you. I'm looking for like. I need like a Totodile. I need Squirtle. I need Bulbasaur. I need Torchic. I'm pretty sure one of them's around here. I also need a bunch that you have to trade. Oh, you're way behind me. Found Squirtle. Alright, where's... Oh my god. Where's Totodile? I need to look up where Totodile's at. two particular fawns in the savannah biome. Why do I have Joltik? So I was feeling like crap the last like 3 or 4 days. And I thought, man, like what the fuck's wrong with me? I'm grumpy. I'm really tired. And my boobs hurt a lot. There's like this has happened the last 2 months at the same time of the month. I think I have periods now. Yeah. Yeah, period, yep. Which is a little affirming, right? It's like, oh, cool. But it's also like, this kind of sucks. So yeah. How are the periods? They just kind of feel like I'm sick. If that makes sense. Like, but like more physically painful. But less physically like fatiguing. Like I don't feel like a weak lump like I do when I'm sick. I'm trying to find a monster to add to my party that I haven't fully evolved yet. I've evolved Scorpion, I think. Eat chocolate. Chocolate cuddles do help. I don't like chocolate. I'm just eating more pickles and putting a hot pad on my chest. That really helps. This probably would have helped if I looked at my Pokedex before I came in here, but I can't be bothered. I don't know, fuck it. We're gonna take you out. We're gonna put Chiyu in. Oranges are good too. I was reading online about the period stuff a little bit. Okay, let's just freeze, I guess. And there was like advice for, you know, trans girl periods. Like, oh yeah. And one of them said, wear period underwear to make you feel more like a woman. It's like, what? That's like, what? No. Okay, this pond. What's up, Concrete? So about Antarctica. What about it? It's got that ice wall the flat earthers always talk about. How you doing, Concrete? Why would you wear underwear? It's in case you get caught into in a silly situation. You needed underwear to get out of it. So it says Totodiles at this pond. And the pond that's over there. Should probably do this pond though. Underwear was created to hold us back. It's really like getting in the way of my freedom. Right, like but first they're gonna ask you to put cloth on your disease-ridden sewer parts. Next, they're gonna come into your home and take away your beer and NASCAR memorabilia. I was stuck. I was moving, but I couldn't move.
Boo.
Totodile. He says no. Did it. Okay. I need to find Trico now. More like Deco. I'd give it a D. Trico. Oh, I love Trico. I'd give it a D for Divine. Mountain Canyon biome. Specifically in the same area we find paradise. So right. Oh my god. There. I just don't like my reptiles bipedal. I guess. He's cute. See else around the tree. Sure. I guess. He's like a bee. I don't like Sceptile as much. I think Sceptile. I think he's meh. But I do like Mega Sceptile. But as a tree, I like that about him. He's like, he's showing you his dumpy. He's turn around and he's got this like, look like, what you think? Found him. are against your religion. They don't really do anything though, they just sit there. Why would they be against your religion? Torture. I was playing RimWorld today and I captured somebody and their literal religion was trees. They were so upset that I was cutting down trees. I eventually indoctrinated them into my religion so that they would shut up. Stop it about the trees, man. I got shit to build. That requires wood. Quit being an ass. The Lorax is your favorite Dr. Seuss book? Oh. Sure. It says there's a cave south of Blue Plaza. And that short chick's in here. I don't think this is the cave. Oh, climb the mountain. So once I get my hand on a bunch of Pokemon, then I can just level them all up real quick. Is this it? There's a new tame. What the? Are you shiny? It's not shiny, is it? Yeah, I didn't hear it make the shiny. Whatever. I didn't see a sparkle either, but it looked shitty. I guess it's the cave, like, lighting, but it looked suspicious. That's not the cave. There's supposed to be a fucking cave. Maybe that was the cave. Not sure, auto battle. Yeah, I guess that's true. No, this is the cave. Yeah, this is the cave for sure. I'm gonna fight this guy. Still looking for Totodile. Oh. Sorry. What's my Pokedex at now? 16 more. Wait, do you evolve Gloom with the stone? Oops, I don't want a picnic, god damn it. I guess this will reset all the Pokemon anyway. This is really like a leaf stone. Was level, because I knew Bellsprout was sunstone, but I thought for sure. Oh well. Easy peasy. I don't care about your Petal Blizzard. Get out of my life. We run. We're gonna go out here, then we're gonna turn around and we're gonna run back in. Little fix. I don't think any stone. Isn't that the case with Frostlands? What about Gardevoir and Gallade? But those are both Dawn Stones. You're not a Torchic. God, it's so annoying. These monsters suck. I don't consider those Pokemon since people fuck them. That's exactly why they're Pokemon. That's the meaning of Pokemon, if you think about it. Crabominable! Torchic, where are you? Rotom, you suck. Minioi! Ooh, do you think we're gonna get Mega Yanmega? That'd be cool. I have this. I probably don't. Ooh, Dragon Bug. Yes, please. Is there a dragon? I don't think there's a Dragon Bug yet, is there? Torchic really sucks. I might give up. Flygon, which is definitely a bug. I just want bug to be viable and like have a viable bug. Go look up where you attack. Go look and eat it dead. Alright, fuck. Fuck Volt or whatever. What about Kitty Cat? What's its name? Litten. Oh shit. A water cat starter. One could argue that doesn't make sense, but like, I don't really care. There's semi-aquatic cats in real life. Like what? Fishing cat. Why not? There it is. Wow. Dang. Yeah, make a fishing cat. Jaguars. Jaguars don't count. Don't you fucking dare! No! Don't hit me. Smack my ass. Thank you. This battle's a nightmare. good. You're being tortured? Yeah. That was so stressful. If I find like what's that seal Pokemon? What is his name? Polio or whatever? Oh my god. Poplio's just in all the water. That's in the coastal biome. I think if I get Poplio, I'll have all the Pokemon you need to evolve. Or like Floppio, that he wasn't that great. No one liked him. I don't know. That's just me talking out of my ass. I'm not sure. Boy. Why am I fighting it? Because I want to. A lot of people like him, they're wrong. Well. Hey. He's just ugly. Uh-oh. Am I still streaming? Man. Just my preview got fucked. Oh, the water's gone. Great. Interesting. God, I saw this like fan animation of it's funny when they evolve, the water just fucks off. I watched a fan animation of like Kremlins and shit from Donkey Kong. It was really good. Had like some of the voice actors from the original Donkey Kong show that did the voices for that. upset. Where's Popley? So I was watching Vine Sauce watch like a bunch of the music from the old Donkey Kong show. And oh my god, it's bad. It's very bad. A couple of the songs were good though. I'll give him that much credit. Oops. Me. Am I sure Totodile's in this game? No. I modded him in. Did you try turning Totodile off and back on again? Here, wait, I'll be the IT department at my work. Yeah, did you, like, try it again, though? Yes, IT department, I fucking tried it more than once. Well, you should try it again. I've tried it 3 times. How many fucking times do you want me to try it? Well, maybe your USB stick is bad. Oh yeah, is that why it worked on my old computer yesterday? Oh. What color are you? Rise! Oh! Chadwick. I knew he's a funky color. So, like, in terms of people collecting stuff in Zelda, this tier's fucked. I watched a video of like crazy ass collectors in that game, and there's a person who there's like 7 or 8 different minecarts in the game. And like 3 of them are not obtainable. Like you can't keep it on a shield or something. Because they're like quest specific. But there's a guy, like some people found out that it's crazy I found a shiny Pokemon for a Totodile. To be fair, we've been looking for the Totodile for not as long. And the shiny Pokemon has a chance of happening on every single Pokemon I've seen. So like, I don't feel like the odds are that crazy. But people have found out how to glitch, I think, all 3 of the minecarts so that you can actually attach them to a shield and keep them. This guy's like, oh my god, my collection. Like, my collector's itch needs to be scratched. I need to get that minecart. Like, what the fuck? Unfortunately, like, they're missable too. Like, once you do those missions, they're gone forever. Now, I don't really, like, care that much about collecting that specific of a thing, especially because there's like no way to track it. There's no reward. It is a neat little like, hey, I have this thing, and it's like super hard to get. He also like got. He also attached this, you know, the like. The mission where you have that like race, that like time trial by Terrytown. They give you an exclusive steering stick for that. They managed to put the exclusive steering stick onto the minecart. But in like getting this like minecart involved in going all the way down to the depths with it. And going like a certain distance away, they had to do it in a very like specific way, or else the person's like, "Oh, what are you doing with my minecart?" They're not minecarts or your cart. No, those ones aren't. They're glitched. How do they prove? What do you mean, how do they prove it's those minecarts? I guess I'll fight you. They have attached to the shield because it's like they look different. Like all those minecarts look different. One of them has like red stripes on it. And then the other one, there's like one that's exclusive in a like shrine. But you can acquire that one, you can keep that one. Just like the steering stick for the race, it has a hat on it. Or like goggles? I'm not sure. It definitely has goggles on it. Right now, I'm definitely not finding Poplio, so I'm kind of in the same boat as you, Chad. The exact same boat. Boy, G-Willis. I think, like, every time you reach one side, I should fight a big monster so I can level up my guys. So I can make some progress. At the very least. Wear goggles too. No, you can't. Oh. Ouch. What is Chikorita supposed to be? Wait, no. No, what? Too late. Bayleaf is the first stage. Huh. That's too bad. Guess we gotta reset. I'm starting to get upset that I found that shiny Tentacruel as well, but not a Poplio. Oh, I know. I'll make a sandwich that makes it so I find water Pokemon easily. That'll help. A sauropod. Is that like a thing from like Lord of the Rings? I trade a Poplio? No. Cute. Herbivorous. Gotcha. So do you think, like, those herbivorous things would eat Kentucky Fried Chicken. So the breading's jam-packed with 11 herbs and spices. So does it count? Like, they're still eating herb. Can that be like a cheat day for them? Whoop. Wow. God. Poplio, come out. I hate this game. For some reason, this music reminds me of Kingdom Hearts. Which I don't like. They would eat KFC. Very few animals or obligate. They have no obligation. Well, that's like, it just shows a lack of strong will. Schools are really shitty. Yeah. Yeah, I know that about deer and stuff like that. Sounds nothing like Kingdom Hearts music. No, it is. Not like the asshole guitar riff, but like the steel drums. Sora's on the beach or whatever, and then like Kyle or whatever his name is, the edgy one, comes up and smacks his ass, and they chase each other. Then somebody plays the steel drum in the background. And Aerith, or whatever her name is, like, goes and smooches both of them. I played Kingdom Hearts before. Destiny Isles? It's just a tutorial? Yeah, it's like, but you gotta get really far to get there. It's like 100% the game, and then like get invited to Nomura's house or whatever that guy's name is. And Walt Disney. You gotta go see Walt Disney. Then they give you a code. But on the note of like the school note not teaching very well, like the thing with the schools is they always teach the simplest thing first, right? This is kind of a problem with people assuming that when a school like teaches you a thing, like an introductory thing, it's typically the like dumbed down broad version of it to make it easier to digest and not confusing. And like if you're not going to get far enough, you don't need to know hyper specifics. But people will attribute that to like a line. They'll be like, oh well, remember when schools taught you this? Like, well, I found out today that there's exceptions to these rules, and so schools don't teach you very well, do they? It's like, no, when you were like 10, they taught you about fucking herbivores. You didn't need to know very much. They're kind of like, people get doubts in the education system because of it. I don't think there's any reason to change that either. Like, there's no better way to do it. Because, like, those guys are fucking idiots anyway. If they can't understand that schools do these sort of things, and like that's how you learn. You learn the broad rule and then go down on specifics when you need to or whatever. If people can't realize that, then they're idiots anyway. But that's when people start like doubting the education system. People, that's partly like, I'm gonna make this about trans. But like, I hear so many people, they're like, oh well, I learned in school that there were only 2 genders. In biology, there's only 2. But then like, you talk to a biologist and you talk about physical, like, gender and stuff like that. Biologists will, like a advanced high biologist will be like, yeah, there's not. It's kind of silly to only group these traits into 2. Like, if you want to talk about reproduction, then I guess. But if you want to talk about like hormone level, there's a fucking Poplio in the distance. Jesus. Did you find him? Did you see him? Is that why you like signaled to me? I think a kid can understand carnivores eat mostly meat and eat mostly plants. You spawned him in for me, thanks. Yeah, but like, that doesn't, I mean, I guess that could help, but when you have these sentences, that also opens up kids being like, yeah, but like, which one? What are the exceptions? Like, which animal? Not all the teachers know that. And there's like, if they don't answer it, they might have to try to save face, and it's like, I don't know, it's complicated. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but I'm saying that like, I think at the end of the day, you're still gonna get a fuckwit that like, still is gonna misinterpret everything and be like, oh, they said mostly and that equals all. Especially when you're young and you just see things in black and white. So there, Mogget, my personal experience is above average student. A lot depends on the teacher. lack the knowledge and the drive to find. Yeah, that's true. Us would go above and teach the exceptions. I could handle it. There's also time, right? And you have to like understand that teachers get paid shit. So they're like, let me just like tell you the answer and then and like not get into the specifics. But like also if there's also the argument that like your sense, like, sure, didn't imply there are exceptions. For, like, saying the most, but people still take things black and white. I just want to fight. I should just go to the savannah biome. They have chances. But like, I also don't think that you should have to say those phrases because they're fucking children. And they should, as they grow up, understand that how you learn stuff is the broad, and then they narrow it down. Like, people should realize that, and then if they can't fucking wrap their head around that as they're an adult, that like, I say most herbivores eat plants, so I said carnivores eat mostly plants. Like, kids can understand that, but they can also just misinterpret the fuck out of everything. I think that at the end of the day, either way you go, people are gonna misinterpret everything. I don't know. Cause like, you get into math, and they're like, well, you can't take the square root of -1. And I remember them doing this to me. They said you can't. And then I got to more advanced mathematics, and they're like, yeah, you can. It's I, and it does this crazy shit. And I'm like, cool. Like, I didn't go, oh my god, I was lied to. Ultimately, the adults crying that they were lied to are just trying to pass the blame. Yeah. It's also their excuse for, like, saying that them doing their own research means that they're right. Wait, I need 7 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. I need 1 more. We gotta find... who's the Del Fox? Pre-evolution. it's like the same spot where Rowlet's found. But don't need to account for those people. Yeah, ultimately, what really sucks is, I mean, this is gonna be like dumb shit we all know already, but we live in a day and age where the average dingus can hop onto Google and type in whatever they want to know with whatever bias, and you're gonna find some asshole somewhere that's that says that, like, no, they know the truth, it's this thing. I just made it up, but it's this thing. Don't question me, don't, like... I did the research, because I went online for like 5 minutes. It says there's Fennekins around here. And as soon as people go into the... Oh, found it. They fall into that, like, mental trap where they think that everyone's lying to them. It's just, how do you get them out of that? Oh god, get... Yeah, also, hi, Maggot. Oh, hail. You entered with a big wall. It was scary, it was like, what'd I do? I made Morgan upset. It's one video that my social media echo chamber posts. So it must be true. Yeah. We can even look at politics, right? So like just recently, what's annoyed the fuck out of me was they're doing the whole Biden impeachment hearing. And people are watching the video, and basically AOC's like, what? You said you witnessed Joe Biden commit a crime. It's like, oh yeah, oh, of course. And she's like, what specific crime did he do? And he said, corruption. And then he says, Rico. And then AOC goes, no. Rico is not a crime. Rico is a category of crimes. You have to say, I don't want to fight you, fuck off. You have to say exactly what, like, thing under Rico that he did, then we can address it. And then he goes, well, it's funny because, like, there are people in this room that, and he just starts going on this, like, rant. It's like, fucking dude. All she did was request that you say the specific crime. If you witnessed him commit a crime, corruption is not a crime. There's specific ways that you corrupt that are crimes. But corruption itself does not say a crime. Same with Rico. And so then I look in the comments, and there are tons of people that are like, AOC's such an idiot. What she's saying is bullshit. It's like, for no reason. And then you have some people that are like, how come they're charging Trump with RICO then? But if you do 5 seconds of research into like what happened on the news articles and stuff, it tells you what specific RICO thing they're charging him with, and it's fuck, what was it? I forget, some like financial bullshit. Yeah, I agree, Shad. Sorry, this is just spilling into my field now. Oh, you can rant. I think it's literally like one of the worst things of our time is misinformation. Hell, there was a lady that like, there's a thing going around on Twitter that was like, the FDA was wrong about ivermectin, and this court case that just went through proved it. And then I look into the court case, and essentially they had to like, the FDA had to take down 2 hyper-specific like tweets about ivermectin because they were like, I forget, whatever ruling they had was like, those were too much trying to lead people into a like influence people in a certain direction that the FDA shouldn't be influencing people in. It had nothing to do with the information being wrong. It was just that the government shouldn't be swaying people in the way that it did from that specific branch. But this lady is like, no. This says that because they had to take down these 2 tweets, that proves that ivermectin's effective. No. Of course, they say afterwards, yeah, because the government wants to, they're greedy and they want to, make all their money off the fucking vaccines. If they want to make all their money off vaccines, if they're greedy and ivermectin works, my phone fell, they would just sell ivermectin. Why can't the greed exist for ivermectin? It's so stupid. Alright, we're gonna keep going. Hopefully find some chances. It's like people just can't interpret things correctly. They're biased from like sources, or they don't even search stuff up, or they ask the question and they assume the answer. Like, I'm really trying to teach Tiny Human, like, she's 11, but I'm really trying to drill it into her head that, like, you can't just come up with the answer and then go, that's it. You can't just think these things through and then be like, that is definitely it. Because that makes the most sense to me. And then I'm gonna spread that around as fact. Like, No, like, verify your info. It's okay to be like, yeah, I don't actually fully know, but this is what I think it is. Yeah, I'm gonna do all the evolving before I end stream. Which it shouldn't be too long. Especially with these chances. Right, that Pokemon's cuter than what I remember. I'll accept it. Just switch to my Hydrapple. Alright, sounds good. This one's also cute. Sure, I'll beat you up. And I've seen so many, like, conspiracy theorists start their arguments with, like, especially in the flat earth community and, like, geography slash kind of big physical objects oriented conspiracy theories. That makes sense. But, like, yeah, next up is gonna be panning whatever potential epilogue stuff. Secret final boss. I'll try to look that up and see if I'm interested. The main things that I'm interested in are beating Parents thing, and then getting the remaining Pokemon that I need for the living dex. If the secret club thing is like too much, I'm not gonna bother. But yeah, like the big object thing, like towns and stuff like that. Conspiracy theories involving like the physical objects of like towns or giants existing in the world and stupid shit. All that stems from some dingus looking at something and then going, well, it looks like this. Or they hear the actual explanation and they say, Basically, well, that doesn't sound right. And that's it. That's what it takes for their like conspiracy theory. I think that should do it. Giants do exist. I see them every day. Are you like short? Look at that. Why is this an exclamation mark? That was. Ugh. Wait, what is this one? Oh. No. Well, there we go. You said you're at the center. I'm gonna run to the center in case I find another shiny today. You're 5'5". Oh. Yeah, that would explain it. Do you know how tall I am, Chad? Do you remember? I think I told you. You're shiny? Is it because you're all oiled up? You're about an inch or two tall. You see me on your screen. That's not the best screen. Wait. How about now? I guess I'm the same height. Alright, so recap, look at this thing. Hold on, I gotta see my I gotta find my treasure. Really quick, I have to look at this guy. Wait, is it that one? That's not shiny. Oh, fuck, I didn't. I'm a dingus. There he is. How do I button? Yeah. Look at that boy. Whoa. Alright, I'm gonna do a pose. How do I do a pose? What did you just send out? What the fuck? Oh my god. I love this Pokemon. Oh.